distinguished guests and my dear friends. So let me at the outset thank the President and the organizing committee of this glamorous event, having invited us to come here, share your happiness at this pleasant moment. I'm indeed grateful to all the organizers. It's a privilege to be here tonight. I was made to understand the award ceremony wasn't possible during last 2 years because of the corona pandemic. Now organize this glamorous event tonight. Your organization, the Sri Lanka Institute of Packaging, has been incorporated in 1967. It's 57 years old today. During last 5 decades, your interests have been very much in relation to uplift, safeguard, and promote the Sri Lankan packaging industry. So we see the results today after 5 decades of your continuous work. Your industry has seen, it has gone many milestones. So let me congratulate your institution having done wonderfully well historically during last 5 years. So it's not an easy time for the industrialists in this country. It's a turbulent time socially and economically. But the silver lining of the dark cloud, Sri Lankan exporters, with your help, have performed exceptionally well, having contributed meaningfully to uplift the export gains of the country during last 2 years. So your contribution as the institution has provided much needed infusion to the Sri Lankan industrialists, giving that value addition in different means. So you have conducted award ceremonies, and you have conducted exhibitions of value. You provided much needed knowledge to your stakeholders. You have sent people abroad to understudy the packaging in the different countries. And as you suggested, Mr. Vijay Singha, you would take very positive note on your request. We have already discussed with the Ministry of Education to start entrepreneur circles in the school level. Surely we can ask them to incorporate packaging also as a subject on futuristic basis. That point is very well taken. So starting from 2019, Sri Lanka encountered many difficult times. Easter Sunday bomb attacks in 2019, and then corona pandemic in 2020, economic calamity in 2021, now in 2022, world recession and Ukrainian and Russian war. So despite all those difficulties, you have organized this grand event today. So that shows your strength. The Sri Lankan industrial sector, own small way, had contributed significantly to Sri Lankan economy. We are an agricultural-based economy. A lot of people do talk about the situation, how the social structure, how the social fabric changed during last 73 years since independence. Some say it's a curse to the country. But I would say successive Sri Lankan governments of this country have spent significant sum of money for the free education, free health sector, and also for the agricultural sector development. But they have not provided that necessary impetus and the cash flow to the industrial sector. That's what we gather even today, if you consider last financial year. Whilst we are spending nearly 200 billion Sri Lankan rupees for the health sector and educational sector, and also while spending about another 50 billion Sri Lankan rupees for the agriculture sector development, the industrial sector gets mere 10 billion rupees. So it's something that we need to look into, and on futuristic basis, we are trying to convince our government to produce or infuse more capital to the development of the Sri Lankan industrial sector. Even though we are a little behind in relation to regional countries in relation to the industrial sector, our country has had a very decent plan, which is called the Colombo Plan, which was launched in 1952. That plan actually identified the need to development of the Sri Lankan industrial sector. That's why they have established or incorporated Industrial Development Board. The chairman is here today in 1955. To go ahead with that industrial sector development, they have started the Institute of ITI, Institute of the Technological Institute, which is now more than 65 years old. To provide necessary management skills, they have started National Institute of Business Management, NIBM. To provide the necessary skills in the engineering sector, they have started NERD, National Engineering Research and Development Agency. So there had been a plan. And with that plan, Sri Lankan industrial sector, with the support of the government and also with the foreign aids, has had a very decent time in 1960s and 1970s. We produce our own chemicals in Paranthan Chemical Factory for 3 decades, starting from 1956. All basic chemicals, including which are needed for some of your industries, including sulfuric acid, nitric acid, caustic soda, produced in this country for 30 years, starting from 1956 to 86. Now all those chemicals are imported for your activities and for the other industries. We had a very decent cement manufacturing facilities in this country, starting from Lanka cement factory, which was started in 1960, Puttalam and Ruhuna, they had provided nearly 45% of the local need. Now we provide only 20% of the local need. We import all cement from the other countries. Our Ambilipiti and Valachane paper corporations had provided 70% of the national need during 1970s. Now you find it very difficult to import paper because of the forex crisis we face. But we had a very decent system at that time, which was not developed, unfortunately. Our Kantale sugar factory, Galway sugar factory, and also the sugar factories that were started in 1960s provided more than 50% of the local need of sugar. We produce only 20% now. We import all the others from the other countries. But unfortunately, we started embracing this trading economy after 1977, which had seen the gradual or the natural death at that time because we had to compete, the Sri Lankan entrepreneurs had to compete with the cheaper imports from the other countries. So it's never too late to do the right thing. I think we are looking back now. We have to strengthen the Sri Lankan manufacturing sector. We have to strengthen the hands of the people, those who do something in this country. So that ring fencing kind of mechanism we have to institute on a long-term basis to ensure whoever that produce something to export or for the import substitution or for the local need, that we provide necessary support for them. We protect them for the futuristic basis. So that is the long-term vision. I think all of us are duty bound to do that. So in that endeavor, I think the Sri Lanka Institute of Packaging, you have done your bit to ensure that you provide much needed value addition to the Sri Lankan produce. So let me congratulate again all the winners and also the participants of this glamorous event. And also let me congratulate and thank the Sri Lanka Institute of Packaging having conducted this event over a period of time and also providing that necessary support to all the industries in Sri Lanka. Please be assured that whatever the support you require from the Ministry of Industries to upgrade your services, we all are fully committed to provide that support whenever you need. So thank you very much and all the best to you and have a pleasant evening.